morning, this is the exacttrades.com Shakers Report for August 23rd, 2011. We're taking a look here at the SPY, the S&P 500. I left on yesterday's support and resistance lines just so you can see where the price action was yesterday. Came down into that support level here around 114, tried to have a bounce, broke that, and then we came down and tested this 112, 112.50 area 2 different times. We're really building up some strong support right around this 112.50. Next support's going to be down around 112, so right here, have the line here. You can see this morning we're going to gap up again, probably just under this 115, 115.25 area. And we're also going to have resistance up in here around 115.92, which would basically be 116. So what I'm going to do this morning and today is look for a break above this area here, 115.25. See if we can get a push. If we break 115.25, we could see 116 or close to 116. If we fail, we could have another pull down to test this 112.50. Now, if we do break this 112.50, we could see 112 very easily, and possibly down even to 111. So look for more selling. Watch this gap on the open. If we get some selling down to the gap, we could be seeing more shorts early in the day. Look for some support here around this 114 area. And then also again that 112.50. At those areas you might want to look for more longs and just be ready to switch gears. Let's go ahead and get into today's trades. First up we have ED. See some resistance here, right here. I would look to take this long over 55.27. So right about there, take it long. First profit target is going to be 55.75. And second profit target is going to be 56.30 right there. When we get up into this 56.30 area, I might keep a small piece long to see if it can go push to higher highs. This could trend up for most of the day, especially if we do break through some resistance levels in the market and we get more buying. Next we have MFN. Really going to have some resistance here at this $17 area. So right about here. We had this consolidation area for a couple hours in yesterday's session. A pullback, but not much of a pullback, and then a bounce back up to test the high of the day. So close near the highs. We're going to look for a break over 17. We're going to take this long at 17.08. Let's go ahead and take a look here. 17.08. Take it long. First profit target's going to be 17.25. So right about there. And then 17.42 with your second piece. I would leave a small piece of that trade to push over that and see if it can get up maybe into 17.60 or 17.80. Again, just look for a trending stock at that point and trail it up with your stop. Next we have EGO. See the resistance level here at 20.30. Very strong day. Had a couple little pullbacks. Actually just the one pullback. A little bit there at the close. Going to look for a push above that previous day's high. We're going to take this long over 20.37. So let's shrink this up here, 20.37. First profit target is going to be 20.57. So right about there. And then 20.77 will be your second piece, just under that 20.80. If you want, you can keep a small piece of that trade, maybe a quarter of your position or less, to see if it can push up for 20.80 and go into 21, possibly 21.20. I think would be more of the upper end of that trade. Next we have AUQ. Really good resistance here. Tested it several times in yesterday's session at the high of the day, around 14.18, 14.17. We're going to actually look for a break over this 14.20 area. I'm going to look to take this long at 14.21. First profit target is going to be 14.35. Second profit target is going to be at 14.49. So right about there, right under 14.50. Again, see if it's trending up through here. You could keep a small piece at 14.50. See if it can push into 14.60, possibly 14.80. I think 14.80 under 15 is going to be the upper end of that trade as well. Now we're going to look at today's shorts. First we have ALL. You can see the support here from a couple sessions ago. Came down and tested 24. Really been pretty flat just over this 24 area. We're going to look for a break below 24. We're going to take this short under 23.86. So look for that price there. Might not hit it this morning, but it's close. If we get some selling, it could be probably mid to late morning. We see a break below 24. I would set my alert on this around 24.08 or 24.10. Give yourself a little bit of a heads up that it's going to break that support level. Then take it short. First profit target is going to be 23.63. So right there, take some off, probably a half. I would recommend a half of your trade there, 23.63. Next target is going to be 23.40. So right about there, 23.40. Take about a quarter off, and then I would leave the last quarter to see if it can break below 23.40. Possibly come into this 23 area. You might see some support here at 23. And this is something to watch for too. If we do get a breakdown on this and you make some good money, look for this to come into 23 support and get a possible bounce. It could be a nice long trade later in the day. Just make sure you start small. I wouldn't get too big and have a pretty tight stop on it. You could get a 1 or 2% move on the top side of this late in the day on a bounce. Next we have CMC. You can see the support level, very nice support level, tested it about 4 times here. 1068. Had some support here that we broke from the previous day. So just kind of starting to edge down. I think we're going to get a nice breakdown with a good sell-off. We're going to look to take this short under 1053. So right about there. First profit target is going to be 1043. Second profit target is going to be 1031. And again, I would keep a small piece. Watch it here at this 1030 area. Could come down into 1020. 10 should show some pretty good support, and again, just like the last trade we talked about, if we get a sell-off down into 10, watch for a nice bounce. I think you can get 2 to possibly 4%, 3.5% on a bounce off of 10, and that would be coinciding with some breakthrough resistance levels in the market or just some trending up and buying in the market. So just something to think about. Next we have IGT. You can see the support line right about here. 1387, 1388 area. Had a pretty weak day, just trying to hold up over the support level from Friday's session. We're going to look for a breakdown of the support level. Going to take this short under 1382. So take it short here, 1382. First profit target is going to be at 1370. Next profit target is going to be at 1355, right there. And then watch it here at 1350 and see if it could break down below 1350. I would just trail a stop on this last piece. And our last trade is PBI. You can see here we have the support level we tested several times over the last 2 sessions. Right around 1812. I want to wait to see if this breaks 18, so I'm not necessarily excited about taking it here on a break of 1812 because I think it could find some support at 18. So just be patient and wait for a break of 18. I would take this short under 1797. First profit target is going to be 1780. So right about there. Last profit target is going to be at 1760. This would be a spot where you can decide how tight you want to be and if you do want to leave any of your position open for lower lows possibly. I'm not really excited about this on the long side, not as much as some of the other trades, so I would probably just stick more on the short side of this trade. So those are the trades for today. Good luck to everyone, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.